Hey there, Heather Ho there. It's Jeff Coto Diamond. Welcome you to yet another 2nd and 10 football season. We're doing the NCAA Super Training, 128 schools, 128 teams, one per season. One seasonal team, and basically we'll do anything. We've done 40 games of this first round. Let's take a look. Let's recap. 2010 Auburn with Cam Newton won. Cole Brennan and the 07 Hawaii Warriors won. Marion Motley ran the ball for the 2010 Nevada squad. Well, he was basically a push-in for Nevada. Calvin Bryant ran the ball well for North Carolina, 80 North Carolina. Craig Krenzel passed well to Ohio State. Well, Brandon Whedon for 2011 Oklahoma State, good passer. Jeremiah Smith could pass the ball, but he was the MVP. But East Carolina won. East Carolina. 69 Tulio crushed Ball State. Sean Harris, great defense by 93 Arizona. Desert Swarm defense. 09 Cincy won Ricardo Matthews with his defense. Deshaun Watson crushed 81 SMU. Well, he was 81 Clemson alum. John Larson, great defense by the 07 Kansas squad over Southern Illinois. 06 with Forest won despite Stephen LaForest being the MVP. Great defense by the 81 Pitt squad. 06 Rutgers, we have a great defense. Lydell Mitchell, they almost lost to Sam Houston. Massachusetts, Lawrence, 3 touchdowns against the UNLV. Tom Harmon coming in from the Legends thing with a nice range touchdown to beat 07 South Florida. It almost was an upset. Andrew Luck in the 2010 Stanford squad winning. Davey O'Brien was named MVP despite the fact that Arizona State and Jake the Snake won. 45 Indiana won thanks to their defense. A offensive shootout, 98 points between Texas Tech and Marshall as Graham Harrell threw for 6 touchdowns. The defense worked when it did until Lane comes back in the fourth quarter to beat 53 Rice. Pete Bryant, the hero for 91 Washington against 6-6 Michigan State. Perry Moss, great touchdown pass to J.R. Boone. This was a Hail Mary in Houston. It's KO'd. Rashard Mendenhall ran for 2 touchdowns, 166 yards against Murray State. Vince Young passed all over Luciano Lafayette and used his legs. Memphis used Northern Illinois as a step stool. The 4 Horsemen beat Minnesota. John Kimbrough does the job against the 83 Hurricanes. Marcus Mariota crushed UAB with 4 touchdown passes. Monty Ball ran 157 yards and 2 touchdowns against West Virginia. It was a 1-point game. BYU survived. They scored 26 unanswered points in the fourth quarter to upset Temple in a sense. Robbie Bosco, 5 touchdown passes. Eastern Michigan with a gigantic win over San Jose State. Alabama survives. Iowa coming back from 23-3 down. Western Kentucky wins as John Drummond, not the CFLer, did his job. USC 04 Lamont Lerner did his job. James Madison wins in the upset over something miss. Billy Stevens 5 touchdowns for 65 UTEP against Texas State. Michael Vick beat Cal using his legs for 3 touchdowns. We have 8 games today from Air Force, Boise, Colorado, Iowa State, Maryland, Nebraska, San Diego, and Syracuse. Now, any particular matchup? Florida State, Maryland. So we're going to do Army, Syracuse, and Florida State, Maryland as the final 2. Now the rest will be done by geography. And everything's out west. Yeah, everything's out west except for Maryland and Syracuse. They play out east. So we're going to go out west, and it's going to be Iowa, right? Yep. We will start with Georgia Tech, Iowa State. This one.
flag on the play. Illegal contact. Defense. First down. First down. The kick is good. First down.
National championship once upon a time. Once upon a where Nebraska's next because geographically that's the next one closest to us. So Nebraska gets a lucky draw. They get Akron. So
First down. First down. First down. The extra point is good.
Washington Brady is quarterback Brady Beach, a running ball, James Spinello, Lavelle Miller, on the offensive line, Steve Dale, Robert Kingston, Scott Smith, Daniel Smith, Vasquez Leland, Jared Thomas, Peter Belfast, Jason Craig, linebackers Jay Foreman, Terrell Farley, Trev Alberts, Ian, Michael Booker, Mike Linton, Rudy Dillon, and Trevor. Washington 8 for 23, 70 yards. Roman reception. Electric passing. Frazier 2 for 23, touchdowns. 2 touchdowns by Albert Green. Frazier 4 for 9 yards. But the biggest factor is they beat the spread. Yeah, they were supposed to lose by 51, but they lost by 48. So they beat the spread. What? All right. We're going to go to Air Force. We're going to go to the Air Force Academy next. Purdue Air
First down.
Flag on the play.
Holding. Offense. First down.
Flag on the play.
Personal foul. Defense. It's no good.
Good. Flag on the play.
Holding. Offense.
Flag on the play.
False start. Offense.
Casey 13 for 22. Last time we won 4. But I guess they couldn't decide to keep getting them on. It's like they basically ran us. They basically used to ring. By the way, you give Lucy the MVP. Anyway, we're gonna head next to Colorado. Okay, we're gonna head to Colorado as the Buffaloes will face NC State. Oh, it's gonna Rashawn's long, 2,000 yards. Michael Westbrook, Blake Anderson, Christopher Floyd, wide receivers. On the top line, Tom Brady, Berlin, Brian Steenberg, Chris Knight, third West. NC State's D lines, Sean Price, Dirk Hall, Territory, Greg Anderson, Oliver Hoyt, Antonio Burnett, Matt Thompson, linebackers. Lamont Reed, Jared Holt, Madison, representing Colorado, 94 team that information and shot 70 in the air.
First down.
Flag on the play.
Flagrant face mask. Defense. First down.
Flag on the play.
False start. Offense.
The extra point is good. Flag on the play.
False start. Offense. First down. Timeout, offense.
The extra point is good. Touchdown. Kick is good.
Salon ran for 200 yards. I'm surprised they didn't give him the prize. He did for 200 yards against NC State. Good, 12 for 72 touches, 3 receptions. And we have 4 more. 4 more. I thought we had 3 more. Oh, no, never mind. We're going to head to Boise as they'll take on Missouri. That should be a good matchup. Try to ruin Boise State. Al West, Carstens, and Merritt don't play Boise. Michael Sam, I guess it's teammate. Paul Andy, Boise's D line, Mike Williams, Richard Browning, Dennis Elsie, Andrews, Black Gray, Corey Hall, Fort Brooks, Kyle Wilson, running tackle.
Flag on the play.
Holding. Defense. First down.
Flag on the play.
Holding. Offense. Offense.
good. Flag on the play.
False start. Offense.
No good. It's good.
Man, Boise can't even score. Akron scored points against Nebraska. Boise couldn't score 1 point against Missouri. Really? 3 games left. We have Northwestern, San Diego State coming up next, and then the 2 Premier League.
Timeout. Defense.
Flag on the play.
Personal foul. Defense. First down. First down. First down.
Flag on the play.
Holding. Defense. Timeout. Defense.
Flag on the play.
Ball start. Offense. Good. Good.
Flag on the play.
Holding. Offense.
Flag on the play.
Pass interference. Defense.
It's good.
State wins, and now we had to We head to Syracuse next.
Flag on the play.
Illegal use of hands. Receiving team.
Tournament last year, but within a season hardly did. They won the whole thing. They got drafted 12. Start Arnold Tucker, Doc Ledger, Bob Jackson. Now, of course, these are Cardinals. And Tucker, wide, Rivers, and Arnold's offense.
First down.
Flag on the play.
Delay of game. Offense. Illegal use of hands. Offense.
It's no good. good. Touchdown. Good. Flag on the play.
Holding. Offense.
The extra point is good.
Pass interference. Offense.
Now we're down to the final game, FSU Maryland. It's going to be a big ACC matchup, and Maryland gets to host this game. So that's good news.
First down.
Girl was tired.
First down.
Flag on the play.
False start. Offense.
No good.
First down. Timeout offense.
It's good. The extra point is good. Good. Good.
First down. Timeout offense. First down. Timeout offense. Timeout offense. Timeout defense.
It's good.
First down. First down.
47-295 to defense. Mark Dunn went 24-7. Way better than his offense. So yeah, Bills can't fly. Well done, we got the touchdown from Ward. And then, with 5:34 left, Florida State took the 19-12 lead. And then Maloney got the kickoff return for a touchdown, 19-18. Kickoff return. So some crazy games. We have some very crazy games. Well, Air Force beat Purdue. Bob Greasy was the MVP despite the loss. Missouri with a shutout on 06 boys, showing their defense beats offense. 94 Colorado takes down Philip Rivers. So Cordell takes down Philip Rivers. Georgia Tech easily takes down Iowa State. 53 Maryland with the win in the fourth quarter. Nebraska crushes Akron by 48 points, but at least Akron scored points, unlike Boise. Ooh. San Diego State won at home, and Syracuse crushed 45 Army, who was supposed to be the best team around. All right, so next week, our 8 games, we have 2 more weeks left. Next week, we have 66 UCLA traveling to Texas to face 2011 Baylor with RG3, facing Gary Beeman. 06 Louisiana Monroe heads to Central Michigan to take on the Chippewas. So it's kind of weird. You see, like Louisiana Monroe and Central Michigan face each other. You got like 2 schools that not really that great. They're like mid-major, and one of them's going to the next round. 97 Colorado State will head to Coastal Carolina to face the 2010 Chanticleers. The 1980 Georgia squad with Herschel Walker taking on Tim Tebow and the 07 Gators. It was totally fucking random, but yeah, Georgia, Florida had to face each other. That's definitely the final game of the week. Appalachian State, you know those bastards from 2007 that ruined Michigan? They'll take on LSU's best team, the 58 squad, with Billy Cannon and his Heisman Trophy opportunity. Oh, no, wait. They won the national title, but Heisman was not Cannon's name. Fresno State with Derek Carr will head to Navy to take on Roger Staubach and the Navy midshipmen, as the service academies are 1-1. 07 Troy heads to New Mexico to take on the Lobos. So yeah, you got matchups that have 2 mid-majors facing each other, and one of them will move on. And Washington State with Ryan Leaf heads to Ole Miss to take on not Archie Manning, but the Ole Miss squad. Yeah, what's his name? Jake Gibbs. Yeah, he played for the Yankees, but yeah. So for sure, we'll have Georgia, Florida, Washington State, Ole Miss be the last 2 games, and then the other 6 will have to go by geographical nature. And we'll see some action. We'll see a few mid-majors get in. We'll see Georgia or Florida fall. One of them has to fall, obviously. Know that. Yeah, we might as well finish off the schedule. And then in 2 weeks' time, we have Miami of Ohio with Roethlisberger going to Arkansas State taking on the Indians. I know the name was wrong, but that's what they were called. 60 A&M State will head to Duke to take on the 1938 squad, who I think would have went to the Rose Bowl. 56 Oklahoma, part of the Oklahoma dynasty that won 47 in a row. They head to Georgia Southern to take on the Eagles. 90 Virginia, who gave Georgia Tech fits but lost. They'll take on the top Kansas State team, the 98 squad with Michael Bishop and the Big 12 champs. UCF 98 with Dante Culpepper heads to Kent to take on the 08 squad. Bowling Green from 2004 heads to Utah to face the 04 Utah squad. Mid-major doing well. Vanderbilt, their 48 squad, heads to Western Michigan to take on the 2000 Broncos. And the 84 Boston College squad with Doug Flutie takes on Wyoming, the 66 squad. So that's the finale. And that final week, there's not really a game that entices. But I think they'll probably go with Kansas State and Wyoming as the final 2 matchups. And then, of course, we'll settle on October 25th and find out who's in the round 64 and who plays who. And we'll make mincemeat out of everyone else. Anyhow, I'm Jeff Diamond. Adieu.